All right. Braeden, don't cry wolf.
Yeah.
We are here. Welcome.
You're here. Hey.
We were just talking about Wonder Man. If you had a superpower, what would it be?
What would my superpower be? Oh, man. Shit. That's a good question. Probably teleporting. For like, I don't like the commute, I don't like to travel. If I just could go somewhere like a snap of my fingers, that's...
Anywhere in the world would be sick as fuck, too.
Yeah, right?
You want to go to Italy just for dinner?
Straight.
Yeah.
I feel like there was like a movie that was like that, where it was starring the guy who played Anakin in Star Wars Episode 3.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I can't remember what it was called. It's like Jumper or something, I think.
Oh, I heard about
Jumper?
this.
Yeah, it was like early 2000s movie.
Jumper.
Can't remember who the villain was, but it was a good movie, actually. Slept on.
Dope.
What about you? What would your superpower be?
Ultimate podcast host. No, I don't know. I would go... See, the teleporting is an interesting one because... and I feel like my powers would lean this way as well, where there's not a whole lot of world-saving potential. Like, it is there, but it's more just like some dope shit that you can do.
See, that's what I like. I don't want the responsibility of having to save the world, I'm like, nah, sorry, bro, I can't help you out. But if you need to get over there, bro, I got you, That's it.
I can't bring you there. I can go there myself, though.
Actually, yeah. What else?
Flying would be sick.
You see, everyone always says that. That sounds scary as fuck to me. I don't know. I'd be like flying and like hit a bird or some shit like that. I don't know.
Well, I guess it would be more so like the practicality element is zero. Like, obviously, it's better to teleport. Like, just get me there, bro.
Yeah.
But
flying would just be kind of cool, though. That is a flex.
Just to do,
just like, all right, let me just get up here real quick. Yeah.
You're just hovering. You're just hanging around the house, just like vibing, floating.
Just floating, listening to tunes.
Yeah.
You know what? That is good. Yeah. Damn.
I wonder if you're a flyer, like, do you need to work out more? It's like that's the people in space, right?
Yeah.
They there's no gravity, so they got to be working out all the time.
That's a thing. You got to work out in order to float in space.
No, like they float regardless, but because they're floating, their muscles get all fucked in their bones.
Oh shit! Damn, I didn't even think of that.
They gotta work out like hours a day just to make sure
their muscles are
yeah.
Oh shit!
So if you're flying everywhere, and if it's like a situation where it's not requiring muscle, like you got to be on top of your shit, or you just become a fat ass.
I guess so. Yeah. Just a fat guy flying around. I haven't really seen that. That's wild. See. So what's up?
Not much, man.
Yeah,
good to have you on. This is like only first I guess like non
artist.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Cool. Sick. I feel pretty special.
We have like engineer and stuff, but like still not like working on the music, but like you're a scene guy.
Yeah, scene guy.
So this is a big crossover episode right now.
Little cross pod action going on. I like it. Yeah. I've done music though before. I used to do music, so I do know some stuff if you want to ask me that. But I'm glad we were able to do this. Been a big fan just like watching you doing just so much content. Like I'm jealous of it. I'm like, man, the amount of times this guy's just putting out content is crazy. I love it.
Yeah.
And I felt like this scene definitely needed someone. We even talked about this, but like, someone just like focusing on like the bands as well and getting to interview, because the band scene here in Winnipeg is just unreal.
It's elite.
Yeah, like there's so many artists, so many cool bands, so many dope venues for them to be performing at. So it's dope that there's a podcast where you can actually like learn about these artists, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
People seem to be liking it. I'm like, I kind of forget because like the numbers are doing good like online, but it's not like anything crazy really. But then like I'll go out. It's like in like that small community, like the music scene people. Yeah. Like everyone's like, oh, they like people know, like people are watching.
They recognize your face and everything. Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cool to that people are enjoying it. Yeah, I like it.
When did you start doing this?
It's about 6 months ago now.
6 months ago. Yeah. Shit. So were you in a band as well? You played music? Well, I see the drums over there. Oh yeah, all the musical stuff around here. Stuff.
Yeah, my band's Banana Crisis.
Banana Crisis. I like it.
We got the banana.
Fire. Nice.
And we're working on some stuff. We just recorded a song. I was traveling forever for like 9 months, and I just got back last year.
Sick.
So, getting back into it. Our single is coming out next month, which is unannounced.
Shout out. Okay.
You heard it here first, maybe.
Yeah, go check that
out. And yeah, exciting stuff.
Shit. What do you do in the band? You the lead singer?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
And guitar.
Fire.
Yeah.
What kind of, like, if you had to describe the music that you make, what kind of music is it?
I guess it's like, we always say like alt rock.
Okay.
Alt rock, maybe pop, but we're still kind of figuring it out, and B, it always like, this is like an eternal like band musician thing, is like, it's just hard to kind of describe your own music, you know? Like,
yeah, I get that.
Like, especially in this day and age, it's like, it feels like everything is a collection or a
mesh of all different sounds. And so, oh yeah, no, definitely.
But definitely like rooted in rock instrumentation, but less heavy. Like there's definitely pop elements.
Sick. And you guys, because I know a lot of bands be doing a lot of like covers and stuff like that, but you guys are writing your own songs as well and stuff, and you try to do a healthy balance of both? Or
the set is mostly original.
Love it.
But we are working on this. This is another thing I haven't talked about. But
shit, I'm getting all this stuff. I like it. Okay.
Yeah. We are leaning towards this, and we're not like sure yet, but we've been thinking about this for a long time. We want to put together a Billie Eilish cover set.
Ooh, that would be fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know there's I think Real Love does it or whatever, it's bands as bands. Yeah. You guys got to get on that and
exactly,
do that.
Exactly. So we'd probably do our own show first, because bands as bands would be at the park, which is maybe a little much for like our first time running like a fresh set.
Yeah, I get that.
So we do our own thing probably around, or maybe for Halloween. Halloween's on a Saturday this year. So, and we hit that this past year, and it was so much fun at the Tap House. So yeah, do something like that.
Tap House, great venue, for bands.
Yeah,
super sick.
Shout out Riley Saunders, books at Tap House, does a lot of great stuff.
Shout out that guy, for sure. We booked our first underground sound at Tap House, and it was sick. It was like rap. We got Fiji on there, the homie Ruiz DJ'd, and it's really sick. I do miss the old Toad, I'm not gonna lie. Were you around when
I never was? Yeah.
It was great, but RIP the Toad. Well, I guess there's like the new Toad or whatever, but it's just not the same. But
what was different? Like, what was
just the layout? And then you had the cavern underneath, so you'd go into the Toad, and then there'd be actually stairs that you could take to go downstairs, and then it would be like live music down there. But upstairs was like,
so it was all one venue.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
cool.
sick. I know that.
And then the top was like whiskey bar was where the pool table and the gambling is.
Yeah.
That was all like a whiskey bar, so that was super sick. Then they had the regular bar, and then in the middle was just like seating and pool table. And so it was like a lot of like, you'd go there and you could just like bump into people, stand around, and you just like met people. And the loud music was downstairs, so you could still just like talk and like just get to meet a whole bunch of people from the city. So it was sick. Yeah, it was fire. So definitely like that. What did you ever play at Goodwill?
No, went there a few times, but we never got to play it.
Also,
that was like
venue.
We were basically just starting out when Goodwill closed up. But public domain there is pretty sick. Like the new spot in that location.
Yeah. I did go there. I was pretty drunk, but I do remember. Yeah, it was sick. Yeah,
I was playing weird movies behind the bar.
Yeah.
There was like a Jackie Chan one when I was there one time, and there was just like I was getting a drink and I'm just seeing Jackie Chan beat the shit out of people on like in a trampoline park. I'm like, this is dope.
So fun. Bro, the amount of Jackie Chan movies I used to crush as a kid is so sick. I can't remember which one it was, but it's one where he's fighting people with a ladder or some shit, and it was just unreal. The amount of karate moves this guy was just doing with this ladder was insane. Shout out Jackie Chan. Yeah. And Shanghai Noon, fucking classic, Rush Hour, all those. But yeah, what do you think that is like the plan with this podcast? Like, what are you trying to do going forward?
That's a really good question. There's a few different ways I think about it. I think like it could go like super far.
Yeah.
Like there is a possibility that it becomes basically like the biggest podcast of its kind in the country.
Love it.
The main thing I'm thinking, because honestly, it's already basically that for the province.
Yeah.
And it's been like that for like maybe a month or two. We got there fast.
Yeah.
So now it's like, and this is funny too, like right when I started, I saw what you were doing and I was like, okay, this is super dope. Like production quality, very high. You had some good guests on. I watched Jace.
Yeah, shout out Jace.
Huge shout out Jace and Max Wins. And yeah, I just love the setup. You're a good interviewer. But then one thing was like, oh, but he hasn't done an episode in like 6 months. So I'm like, we can swoop in here.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And it was also just like more rap focused, right?
Yes. Right. Yeah, definitely.
Which, yeah, I would still do rappers, but definitely my bread and butter is bands, indie rock type of scene.
Yeah.
Being in Winnipeg is actually a pretty great city to have it in. Like the only better one in Canada would be like either Toronto or Montreal. And even then, like Winnipeg itself has such a good scene by itself that like I could do touring acts as like half the episodes, and then the scene is so dope that easily makes the second half,
Yeah. No, I get that.
So I'll take it as far as I can. I'm gonna be interested to see how money shakes out, and like, because it feels like I'm so far away from making $1, but maybe it's like maybe it like comes that quicker.
Yeah.
But I think I was also just gonna open up more opportunities with other things,
Oh yeah, of course.
I applied for marketing director at Rainbow Trout. Really hoping to get that role.
That'd be sick.
And yeah, just like other shit, like just being in the community, working with bands, working with artists, meeting everybody. Like it's all, something will come with this.
Yeah. No, yeah. Just do it. Right. Yeah, like that's how we kind of did it. Like when I first started, I was just like, I guess it was 2020. It's COVID. There's like nothing going on. And yeah, when I was making music, I was like, all right, like I need to like, what can I do with like my music and stuff like that? And how can I get like popping and shit? And then I just thought like, okay, how other people get popping? It's like, you got platforms like Lyrical Lemonade was doing music videos for a bunch of artists in like 2016 and stuff, putting them on SoundCloud, No Jumper, like a podcast. And then I was like, well, what's there for like Canada? Like, and I was thinking, well, you got Kids Taking Over, but they do a lot of just the American underground. So I was like, there's not really like anything doing like the Canadian underground. And then I started thinking more about like, MuchMusic when I was growing up, and it seemed like that was kind of the stepping, whatever, like that was like where you'd go next with music, because you'd have artists like Chaos, Lights, Mariana's Trench, Headley, whatever, they'd be on MuchMusic and then get so popping there that they could make a career out of just touring Canada, because then they're famous in Canada. Or you'd have artists like Cardinal Official or Nelly Furtado that would then break into America and like be big and have a successful music career. But then without MuchMusic, I was like, whoa, there's just really not like, there's an industry, but there's not like content industry for artists. So that's when I was kind of like, I got to just bring that back and create some kind of music content.
That's really the big thing, is there is a gap. Like, it's especially huge for bands. Like, I was searching for like some of my favorite bands in the country, and they just straight up like don't have an interview online. Yeah. So I'm like, is no one fucking doing this?
No one's interviewing bands. And
it's like, I could do that.
Yeah, literally good. Yeah. It's weird. I don't know. Like, there's I think of it too, like my generation, I grew up on like MuchMusic, 106 in Park, and TRL and on MTV and shit like that, like music variety shows where you'd have an artist, you get the interview, they'd premiere music videos, break down some news, and then have like a local artist or just a musical guest, come on and perform. And I'm just like, I just missed that. Like, there's so much of promoting artists that's just like the trends or the TikTok trends, and it's like now artists only have like 15 seconds in order to kind of connect to their audience, and it's like, no, I want like a show. Let me kind of like dive into like what's this person's personality and stuff, and like I think we need more content that's like that, where you can like just fall in love with like the artists themselves first, and then it makes you want to go check out their music, and then it makes you appreciate the music even more, right? So yeah, I kind of saw that was missing here, so that's why even I started out Don't Cry Wolf to kind of just do that, right?
It's interesting how it's evolved, because you have like, I don't know, like MuchMusic was very establishment, big money.
Yeah.
And as things shift towards independent stuff online, like, because everyone can do anything now.
Yeah.
So, some of the big, like maybe the biggest platform period in the world is Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like, definitely. I'd say podcast. Yeah.
Like bigger than any like if you want to get your voice heard, that's how you're gonna get to the most ears. It's not any TV station. That's it. So as it goes more that direction, simultaneously we're going to this attention span is fucked.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about with you only have 15 seconds to grab somebody's attention. And it's interesting to see how it's all shaken out, and how people who capitalizes, who gains, who misses out. But I think it's net good for creators.
Yes. Yeah, it's good that you can kind of just create on the fly and stuff like that. I think eventually people are going to want more, and I think it's all about like the platforms too. Like, I think I look at YouTube and I'm like, okay, this makes sense to have like music content on YouTube, because I feel like a lot of people are, when they're eating or something like that, they're watching YouTube way more than they are Netflix. Like Netflix almost seems like a huge commitment now, and it's like, fuck, like, am I gonna dive into this show that's like half an hour, or can I just hit like 3 different videos that are 15 minutes long or whatever? But yeah, that's even what we're trying to do with Don't Cry Wolf TV, is just like give you that option of like, okay, I have nothing to watch, but I'm on YouTube. Well, I'll just see what's on Don't Cry Wolf. And when you click on the the live stream or whatever, it'll be playing depending on what hour it is. You can see a podcast like Hell Yeah Dude with Post War and Isaac James, or you can see a hour-long video set lists of just like different old school music videos from Winnipeg, or the new music videos, and or just like our flagship show. And yeah, we're just trying to get a lot of different other kind of content on there, and promote it, man.
I love this idea, this stream. So it's not live yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah,
I'm playing around with it still. Yeah. It's a lot of work, but we're going to try to get it to the end of February. Should be good. And I think it'll be something that will kind of just grow.
This is like a MuchMusic for the Canadian underground on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah, it's dope. And I think with it, we're able to get like a lot of like other content creators across Canada, collab with them, put their shows on. Cause I was also thinking like, you know, I grew up watching so many music videos, obsessed with music videos. And now it's like an artist puts out a music video and they promote it for a week and then it's done. And like, no, like everyone forgets about it. Mm. But with this, it's like we can bring new life to older music videos, have it kind of pop in, people check that and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about this or whatever. And kind of just reignite that kind of attention for that. And with Don't Cry Wolf TV, just in general, like, getting fashion, sponsors, skateboarding, just, we have one show, shout out Window Radio. We got them, and it's like they're doing like a DJ set, right? And it's like put that on late night and just chill. And so it's pretty much just making or bringing back like a TV channel and having it go for 24 hours, and then every month we'll cycle through new content.
That's so sick.
Yeah, well, it'll be dope. Yeah. I see you guys are doing the performances in here too, which I'm loving.
Yeah.
I feel like that, that needs to be a thing. Yeah. Keep going with that. And
that's definitely the one thing that I have not cracked yet, which is going to take so long, but is miking the kit. The full kit performance. Shit. That's going to be absolutely fucked. I haven't even tried that yet. Like the bands that come in, I'm like, like we can do anything, but we can't do the full kit. Like whatever you guys, however you want to do it, we can figure something out, but the full kit is like not feasible. Because it's not even just the miking, it's like treating the room, right? Like you got to figure out the exact right spot for it, because everything, as soon as you have the cymbals ringing around everywhere, it becomes a mess.
It'll go nutty, eh? Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Did you ever think of like renting out a space or something like that to shoot it, or?
Yeah, I actually haven't thought about that. I could, but I get like, fuck, I gotta make a buck first.
I feel it. No, I get that.
And I think also without the kit, like it still is dope for the artists who do want to try something. Like
it's like stripped down.
They do like an acoustic thing that you're not really gonna hear anywhere else.
Yeah,
so
it's nice unplugged, like MTV style. I like it.
Yeah,
no, that's dope. And then is there like, what are some of the artists that you still want to interview, or have you kind of checked off all the lists here?
Oh no, I got so many.
Yeah,
because I'm doing touring artists now too.
Oh, okay, sick.
So so that opens up the entire world.
Yeah, literally.
But let me see, like coming up, who I've booked, Tired Cossack is super sick. Local.
Nice.
There is Casador from Toronto I just booked.
Okay.
They're super sick. Who I haven't booked, let me think here. I was thinking recently, because I'm like, who's the dream guest, right?
Yeah.
And it probably is Kendrick. But there's like...
Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah.
You hit me with the right hook there. Whoa, I did not see that coming. Shit.
But, so here's the thing, right? Like, if you know about this like parallel universe theory, how like everything that could happen has happened or will happen.
Oh yeah, sure.
So there's a world where this show pops off in a certain way, and I get Kendrick on the show, even though he never does interviews. He just decides one day to do mine.
In the zone. That's what we do. From Winnipeg.
I like this kid.
Yeah, this is fire. Yeah. Sick. What would you ask him? What was it?
What do you have for breakfast?
You're just chopping it up with him, man.
No. So, but this is the thing. This is why, like, I don't think I'm taking the show in a direction where he would do it, and I think that's fine. Like, just the other day, like one of the most recent clips I put out was with Marin, and we had a clip where we were just doing like 9/11 jokes the whole thing because like Catherine's birthday was on 9/11.
Okay, nice.
And I'm like, there's no way Kendrick's coming on a show that's joking about 9/11. It's just not. He's too socially conscious. He's too aware of his mystique.
Yeah.
You know,
PR team wouldn't like that. Yeah, that's for shit.
So, but I think that's fine. I think like I lean into like what I'm more naturally doing, you know?
You're authentic with it.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And then there are going to be bands who are going to gravitate towards that over like more traditional or like more like professional, quote unquote, like interviews, more proper.
Yeah.
Or like they can come in here and just have some beers and shoot the shit, and that's like just a good time, you know?
Yeah. No, it's a good vibe, man. Yeah. And definitely needed. Yeah. I'm kind of always back and forth. Like I definitely want to create some kind of podcast that under Don't Cry Wolf that is more kind of chill, but with mine, I've always kind of been like very much like writing down questions, doing the research, and fucking just fully sitting down and interviewing the person. And I don't know. It works for both ways, right? Yeah. I think with Don't Cry Wolf, what I'm trying to do is like I want to create kind of like an ecosystem where when an artist is about to drop, it's like, okay, my whole promotional run, I can just hit up Don't Cry Wolf because I'll have the interview. I can be the guest. Then I can do this show with them. They'll put me on this live event. I can do like the whip test is like another show that we're rolling out. They can do that. Boom, boom, boom. And
what's the whip test?
Ooh, whip test is I don't know if I should. Yeah, whatever. I'll tell you guys. So whip test is a concept that I created where every artist, you know, when they record a song, they always check it out in the whip. They gotta like bump it in the car, you know? They gotta hear how it sounds in the car. So it's the whip test. Yeah. So the idea is we get some like fly ass whips, pimped out like Impalas kind of shit. Get a guest to come in, drive around, film like in the car while they're like bumping their song, and we're like playing it and like asking really them questions and shit. Like get some B-roll of like the other car and stuff like that. And so that's coming this summer. And just that's kind of a lot of what we're trying to do. Like I don't just want to do interviews. Like I also want to have like other like original kind of Don't Cry Wolf originals under the brand and just come up with creative ways to promote artists that is unique. Because again, I just feel like there's no more innovation in music promotion. Like it's all very much the same. Even going back to the TikTok trends, it's like I see so many of the when you're scrolling and you discover this new artist, like they got like the writing on it, and then so now it's like bullshit. Now I'm just like, I know, and even the artists, it's like I know the artists are just doing it because it's like they gotta do it and they gotta do the thing to get, but it's like, damn, I don't.
The one I hate the most is when they're like they're like referencing the fact that like, gotta make content, content for the thing, and it's just like bro, just do it, just do it or don't
do it. No, it's become so sad, and it's like I just feel for the artists, man. It's so hard, and it's I think that's why even with like Don't Cry Wolf, I really want to get more into sponsorships and stuff like that, because with the artists, like I know even from the jump, I was like, Don't Cry Wolf can't rely on making money off artists, because being an artist is already the most expensive hobby until it's no longer a hobby, right? You got to pay for the recording, the beats, the studio time. You got to pay to throw an event. You got to, just pay for the equipment, all that shit, right? And the plugins and all that. So, and then paying for promotion now too is like such a huge thing. So it's like, I know my goal is always to make money outside, or just like another avenue is, how do I make just local music cool to the people who aren't in the scene, you know? True. Like, how do I get like the random waitress at Earl's to be like, damn, instead of going to that shitty club, I'm gonna go check out this live show, you know? And that's
crazy how much I did that when I was like 18, 19, just. And even like 2021, where like, hey, just go to the fucking boring ass club for the 10th time just because, well,
that's what something we're supposed to do. Yeah.
And then I only really got into the scene when I started playing, and that was like 3 and something years ago.
Yeah.
And immediately was like, oh, well, this is so much
funner. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, it's
but people just don't know it exists.
That's the thing. It's like, I talk to so many people. Like, I work at Joey. I'm a bartender full time, and I talk to like so many people, and like all like the younger kids and shit, and like what they're doing. And again, they're like, going to La Roca again, you know, and they just hate it. And it's like, dude, just go to, why haven't you checked out First Friday? They're like, what the fuck's First Friday? And I'm like, what? No, in the Exchange, or like, or Nuit Blanche or something like that. And people just don't know. And it's just like, that's wild. But yeah, I don't know. But I guess that's where my interviewing skills comes from, is just bartending and talking to people, getting to know their life story, you know, and shit like that. So that worked out. But yeah, no, I think there's so much talent, and there's so many cool things that happens specifically in just Winnipeg, you know. And I think a lot of people are always like, okay, I got to go to Toronto, and like, that's how I get big, and go to Toronto, fucking costs $1 million to live out there. And then, you know, you're spending all your money just trying to survive, let alone like make money or make music and make connections. And it's like, I just feel like if we can just make Winnipeg the hub, you know, like have like a rival hub to Toronto, because that's what happened with New York when hip hop like came out. Like, it was all New York, and then all of a sudden West Coast started popping, and then they're like, oh shit, people are doing stuff over there. It's like that hasn't really happened yet with music when it comes to Canada. Canada has like only just been Toronto, but it's like, we're known for our live music and shit like that. So if we can show that there is a scene, then more artists will come. Bands come here a lot, but not as much for like rappers and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, it's just,
because it's really like, it's Canadian artists who come here, right? For the most part. Like, you'll get others too, but like when any American band is doing a North American tour,
it's the same. Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, you know, and they come here.
Yeah. Maybe a Calgary.
Yeah.
And then maybe
Calgary's starting to pop off now, actually.
A Winnipeg,
Yeah. It's because the Stampede brings in a lot of, like, I saw that Stampede starting to do a lot of like rap artists now too and shit. ASAP's headlining this year and stuff, which is crazy. I went to Calgary Stampede last year for my bachelor party.
Huge.
And there's like no rappers. Like there's only one rapper, like Don Tolliver, and we like, it was the day that we arrived and we like fully missed it. And we're like, fuck. But this is still a fun ass time though. But I don't know, man. I think it's just all about making it cool, and I think that's even why sometimes I'm like strict about who I'm putting on the platform and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if you probably have gotten this, like people hitting you up and being like, yo, let me on, blah, 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 put me on kind of type shit. And it's just like, I don't know. For me, it's like, it it has to make sense. It has to, I'm not just going to put your song on the platform just because you're from Winnipeg. Like anytime that I put an artist that like I don't actually fuck with, then it's hurting my brand because then I'm losing trust, right?
Exactly.
Someone's like, oh, what the fuck? They just put anyone on? Like, then I'm not going to tune in.
Which is why it doesn't make sense that you can't rely on the artist for money to be on the platform, because then you're selling the spot. But then if you're still going to keep it in mind that, oh, but I'm only going to have the artist on if they're dope, then like that's going to, like, then why is the money in the picture? If you would have them on anyways.
Yeah, you know? Literally. Well, and then that's how you get like big artists too, right? Like, I can't hit up a big artist and be like, yo, hop on the podcast. That'll be $200, you know? Like, they'll be like, what? No, I'm just not going to do it then. What are we talking about? No, there's all the like workarounds that you got to do and shit. But yeah, I don't know. It's still a cool scene, and it's very important to put on, and I love what you're doing. I'd love to see like a podcast that's like highlighting like EDM music or Afro beats and stuff like that, because those scenes go crazy here too. And you know, but yeah, we try to just be a hub and connect that and show other people all the other kind of scenes. The fashion scene here is crazy. Like there's a lot of cool like brands and stuff like that are popping off, and so I want to give love to those guys too and shit. So
I love how you have so many avenues, you like so many types of content, because I guess I do the show twice a week, but that's like it's like the most I can do. Like I can't I feel like I can't branch out. But yeah, it's really cool. You have all these ideas of what's cooking. It's awesome.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I grew up on 50 Cent and Kanye West, and I love 50 Cent just for like the business side. Like when he came out, he was like, it just intrigued me because he was like, I'm only putting on like his debut, he puts like one song specifically for Tony Yayo, one song specifically for Young Buck, one song is with Lloyd Banks, but he also puts Eminem, the biggest artist in the world, on that so that he can then pop off his protege. And like, it's just all like was clever moves that I would see, and then that just made me fall in love with just like the business aspect. And like instead of dropping a sophomore, he drops the collective, like the G-Unit Beg for Mercy album, and like all that shit is on purpose. And so I love that business aspect of it. And then with Kanye West, there was so much creativity that just like he opened up my eyes to and stuff, and just his passion for everything with fashion, music becoming more like art and not so like in a box, and trying new things and stuff like that. So I try to do that kind of with this. Like as an artist, I loved making a song, going home and like just having that dopamine hit of like playing the song a million times back and back and being like, oh fuck, my song's so sick. But now I get that with like if I write a fire ass interview question or something like that, or a show just turns out really sick, like I still get that exact dopamine hit. So now I'm like, shit, I love this. So yeah, trying to do this, man. And I think it was Virgil that said like always have like more than like 3 creative avenues going at once to kind of just like keep your creativity like going, like it's like a skill and like a muscle, work on that shit. And so yeah, I try to do a lot of different things. Every time I kind of like explain what Don't Cry Wolf is to a lot of people, they're like, fuck, that sounds like so much shit. And it is, but it's like the only way I could do it. I think if I just focused on one thing, it would almost become boring to me. It's like I always like to push myself and be like, all right, let's see what we can do here. And there's a lot of stuff that we do and it doesn't work. And then, or there's some stuff where we'll hit like a wall, but then you have to just kind of figure out how to like rework it. And then it comes out even doper. And I love that too. And so, yeah, I just try to do a lot. I have an amazing team though, that also just helps me with everything. So we have like Adam, who's like our graphic designer. He's actually the bass player in the band Big Loser. I don't know if you've ever heard him, but they're super sick. He does all the fire ass graphics. And
I was wondering about those graphics, because those graphics are fire.
Yeah, man, he's killer with it, man. Yeah, he's a crazy graphic designer. And so we use like a little bit of AI to just kind of like get certain kind of aspects, and then he'll just edit it and chop it up to kind of fit the vision. And then, we got Dexter, who's our photographer, filmer, editor. This kid's just like one of the most hardworking like people I've met in the scene. Like, this guy's always doing something, always shooting something, and he just has such a crazy passion. And yeah, I was lucky to meet this guy right when we started. And we got Reggie now, who's like our new filmer. He just filmed for the movie Cool Runnings. Or Cool Sweeping, sorry. It's like a spin-off of Cool Runnings almost. And he's just insane with the production quality that he's brought into Don't Cry Wolf. So super lucky to have that. Nathan's like our audio guy. Super, again, like been there from the start, hardworking guy. He's also like our coordinator, helping just me with like planning shit and executing the vision. And then Darius is like our music guy, and he's doing like the chop and screwed remixes, getting people into the studio, record some songs, so that way we can even release songs under Don't Cry Wolf, just be on our DJ Khaled shit and just get like this artist with this artist, put them in the studio, drop that. So yeah, I have a super fire team.
That's what I'm missing is the team.
Bro, it's the team aspect, man. It's everything. I'd be, Don't Cry Wolf wouldn't be what it is without those guys. Yeah. So shout out those guys.
That's awesome.
And shout out even the team that the people that are no longer with Don't Cry Wolf, but like also help build Don't Cry Wolf, like Tommy from Digital Workshop, Rio from Digital Workshop, crazy photographer as well. Tommy crazy with the edits. All those people just really helped the vision. And I kind of just always knew that would be a thing. Like when I started Don't Cry Wolf, it was literally through frustration. I was like, I wanted to drop music, but then couldn't. So then I was like, all right, I'm just going to leak all my music that's like not finished, and then leak a bunch of like the homies' music. So then I like put it all under like SoundCloud. I think we dropped like over like 60 songs of people. And then it like stirred up all this buzz, right? And like everyone's like, what the fuck? All these songs are dropping and shit. Who is this like Don't Cry Wolf shit? And then through that, I then needed an Instagram. So then to kind of promote it, so fired up the Don't Cry Wolf Instagram. I knew the name had to be sick, because I'm like, it has to be a name that's like would look cool on like a t-shirt or a hoodie, right? Yeah. And then there's so many like Instagram accounts that are like 204 Winnipeg or rap stuff, and it's just like, all right, no, that's not gonna look cool on a shirt. But we get that's very to the point. But and no hate, but whatever. I'm just doing something different.
I couldn't call the podcast music interview podcast.
Like I was just like, God, you guys are really on the nose with that one. But so I knew I had to do something different. And so then when I made that Instagram account promoting like the leaks, it got me enough kind of like hype that I could then hit up artists for an interview. But I didn't have the team at the time. It was just me. So then I'd hit up an artist and I'd be like, yo, let me interview you in the DM. And so then I just interview them in the DM, and then I just screenshot it, and then I'd do like 10 slides or whatever. And I'm like, it's like flipping through a magazine. So then I was like, man, I got to do a magazine cover, because every artist wants to be on a magazine cover, right? So then we get a photo of them, chop it up, make it like a magazine, and then drop that. And then so I did that for like a while, and then with that kind of hype, I was able, my buddy convinced me to throw a show, shout out Ruiz, and we did Underground Sound. And then off all the money that I made off that show and merch, I just invested it into our first like episode of like the on-screen podcast. And the one artist that I hit up to be the first guest was like, nah, I ain't gonna. Yeah, he's like, I'll hit you back, and then never did. And I was like, fuck. So I'm like, I don't even know who I can get now. And like, I just started thinking, I'm like, the first episode has to be something that's like no one can skip past. So like, it has to kind of like stand out. So then I was like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to do top 5 rappers of 2023. And then I was like, no one's going to say no to that because I'm calling them the top 5 rapper. Everyone's going to say yes to want to be on this podcast because they're like, shit, you're calling me the best, right? So did that. And then, I was able to get like all the boys and Max Waynes, Miazwe, Vital, Andre, Post-War. The only thing is I've never interviewed someone ever in person, and now I'm interviewing 5 people at once. So I was like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah. But it ended up working out.
And it is harder. I find with the bands, it's generally harder. Sometimes there's like sometimes there's a particularly good vibe. Like, there's like, and it's like there's more bouncing around, and that makes it easier. But usually I'm just like overwhelmed with like, just trying to ask questions for the group. It's a lot.
There's a lot going on for sure. Yeah, and so I did that though, and it worked actually. Like, but like all the boys kind of like know each other anyways, and so it was really good vibes. And there's a lot of shit that went wrong, but again, like that's just kind of part of it. Like there's so much stuff that we drop, and like there's always something that kind of messes up, but that's just part of it. And we learn, and we get better going forward. And it was sick. So with that, I knew I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna hit up all these guys and be like, yo, like if you liked that, like we can just keep doing this, believe in it, and then eventually, like I think the more we get out, the more business that you guys can have on the side and stuff like that. And sure enough, it just worked out. And I was able to have this fire ass team. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what we do in the future too. And we got a lot planned for this year. And so this will be a big year. I'm kind of on the clock. My wife was like, okay, we gotta start having kids, and I'm like, oh fuck, I want to make sure that I kind of get this thing off the ground first before I start doing the whole kid thing, right?
New project,
new project, just raising a human being, So I was like, fuck. So I'm like, all right, give me 1 year, and she's like, all right. So I'm just going extra hard this year and try to make sure that we have like a solid foundation, just kind of build up off of, and talking to like grant people and just trying to get more sponsors and stuff like that to help pay for the episodes. And we'll see what we cook up. There's like, there's a lot of cool shit coming, so I'm excited for it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any sponsors yet?
Yeah, well, we just going sponsored by like episode. Okay. So like every episode, we're trying to do an episode a month now, because we were trying not to put out every other like 6 months. So now we just our first sponsor for our first episode we just shot was Gritty City. They did a book of like an oral history of like Winnipeg rap from like the 80s to 2005, I think it was. So shout out them, shout out Gritty City. Definitely cop the book if you're interested in like just local music in general. The history is really cool. So we got them, and then for a couple of like our other shows that we're making, I was able to snag a couple other sponsors. But every episode I'm just gonna be kind of going door to door kind of shit, and just like, we got this episode, and start off like small, obviously, like charge you like this amount, and then later on, if it starts to become a thing, then you can increase the price. But so you gotta get some sponsors here, buddy.
Yeah, right.
Gotta get that local brewery sponsor, bro. Little brown jug.
I was
shit,
thinking
bro.
that would be a big one. I don't know the legality of that. I feel like that's maybe a no-go.
You just gotta find someone like cool. I don't know, like maybe not Little Brown Jug because they're like the biggest or whatever. But if there's probably got to be like a smaller brewery or something. I don't know.
I just know there's extra laws around promoting alcohol, especially in Canada.
Oh shit, really?
Like there's things like even on TV, you never see them drinking the booze. As a big thing.
Especially on Netflix. All the Netflix reality shows that my wife got me watching. They're just.
I was thinking on the ads.
Oh.
Like I think on a show you can do whatever you want, but like, ads you can never show them actually drinking it. There's just people standing around with Bud Light, being like, "We're having the time of our lives holding this Bud Light."
Yeah, that's true, eh? I never see like no one shotgunning the fucking Bud Light on that. Eh? God damn. Yeah, I wonder what.
So then there's a thing where like, okay, if we have them as a sponsor, like, can we not drink do we have to drink another beer?
That would suck. Like just looking at the beer and being like, fuck, I want to drink that so bad.
Just have like the LBJ posted up. Thanks for sponsoring LBJ, and then we just have whatever.
I can't smoke this. I can't drink this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like weed
we'll
shit too.
Into it, yeah.
Gotta get some like local dispensaries or something like that.
I think local music stuff or like gear companies would be big, or Into the Music would be a good sponsor.
I was gonna say, yeah, Into the Music's sick. Yeah, man, the Into the Music's cool because they even got that like little area where they have like performances and shit.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of some kind of like show idea with that and hitting them up and being like, yo, let me film this here. Because they're so cool. I just feel like they need more of a presence online. I wonder if they have like a film people or something like that. Let's do a show there.
That'd be cool.
Are you gonna do any kind of like events or anything?
I've thought about it, yeah. I think
you got
now we're getting to the point where we're big enough that we could sell some tickets.
Yeah, I think so.
I just don't know what it would look like exactly, like, because the thing is, for putting together a show, like most bands who can really move tickets just can hit up other bands by themselves.
Yeah.
You could still do, and like Real Love does basically what I would do in that scenario, which is like...
It's true. Real Love really has they're pretty on top of that.
Yeah.
But you just offer a different kind of, a different vibe, I guess. Just hit up, because it's all about curation, right? Like people tune into your shit because of the guests that you're thinking that are dope, who are worth the interview. And then so I would tune in to see what kind of show that you put together, like what artists like you're fucking with, right? And I think your brand has that kind of leverage of like people being like, oh shit, I want to be on the first In the Zone live event, right? So
yeah,
I definitely think you should do that.
It's a good shout. One thing I will do, timeline is a little weird because it could be, I'm not sure if it's better to do it in the winter or in the summer, but it would be a 2-day festival in the city at Park Theater side stage, and Leo's would be the wild card option. I still need to talk to them, but I think you need that because you need like a chill space.
Yeah,
you can't just do like a 2-stage thing for 6 hours, not have somewhere for people to chill. Yeah. So Leo's is like the third like chill stage. You go there, you get some food, you get a drink, and there's still music there.
Yeah. More of like an acoustic or what? You think?
Yeah, we probably
do they do bands? No, yeah.
But that's why I think that's
kind of be
like
sick.
It. Yeah, like it's a new thing.
Because that's the one where they got the upstairs too, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I've even been upstairs there, but
so they do have they have a speaker system that runs through the whole thing. So you would just like hook up your out to there. We get like a sound guy for that.
Yeah.
For that specifically.
Oh, I love that.
And then it would be dope.
All three, because all three spots are right beside each other, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You should do that.
Yeah. So then, like, the thing is, in the winter, there's less happening.
Yeah.
So that's pro for winter. Like, there's less competition.
Yeah.
But also less people are just looking to do shit.
Trying to go out.
And also, with like going between venues and stuff, obviously it's just gonna be more comfortable and a better experience for everyone if it's not fucking freezing outside.
Yeah.
So
the smoke breaks fucking suck when it's that cold out. Yeah.
So I'm still deciding how that would work out, but I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Summer's always a vibe though. I don't know. We do Underground Sound's always been in August, September. And that seems to just be like a nice, it's like cold, but like not too cold. You still like, you don't need a jacket kind of weather shit. It's and not as many, because everyone's always fighting over June and July. But it's like there's always so many plans that people have in June and July. I don't know. I find it's like you're at way more competition.
Spring is pretty good.
You're chilling.
Yeah.
Everyone's like kind of winding down because school's starting and shit, or if they're like in university and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. That would be sick though. I definitely want to check that out. Shit. Yeah. Have you gone to? Do you go to like a lot of shows and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Damn. I know. Real Love just did Winter
Eruption.
Yeah, Winter Eruption. That
was really cool.
Shit. Did you check out anything?
Yeah, I did. Friday, I went to this like dance pop night with French class who's local, Jane Inc. from Toronto, which this was tragic. I was supposed to interview her. Yeah. And then her flight got canceled. She had to come in like 12 hours later. Oh, and so she basically like landed and then went straight to the show and played like the
damn.
And Sean Nicholas Savage also that night. And then the following night, actually I did one Sunday too, but the following night I was going to go to Blind Commentary and Leon's Getting Larger, and interviewed Blind Commentary the day after.
Yeah.
But my band was recording and it ended up being like a 15-hour recording day.
Yeah, putting a shift. Holy fuck. Yeah, damn.
Yeah. So, and like my buddy like in the band was saying too, he's like, you're going to a show tonight? He's like, you're not going to a show tonight. I think we can finish before 10. He's like, nah, this is gonna be
listen to music all day and then go and listen to music at night. Yeah. That's a hard one.
I would have done it just if not for the vibes, just because I was interviewing them the next day. Like, it would have been nice to see him. But, we weren't out of there until fucking like 2:30.
God damn. Yeah. Well, the song came out fire though? Or
the song's gas.
It's worth it. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Damn. That's sick. What was the venues for those?
Public Domain, or not the one that I was at. Handsome Daughter and Side Stage.
Love Side Stage.
Side Stage is dope.
And love Handsome Daughter, to be honest, too. Handsome Daughter is so sick. Especially, like, I think more, like, artists who are just starting out should definitely take advantage of Handsome Daughter because it's so, like, small, but, like, dope and cool and, like, intimate. And it's, like, it's easy to kind of, like, pack that place, right? And, like, so if you're worried about selling tickets and shit like that, start there and then work your way to Side Stage. I think Side Stage capacity is like 200, but that's just like a dope venue because as soon as you walk in, you see the stage, bars right there.
Yeah,
it's just simple, and then even the green room and stuff like that is just so sick for the artists and shit. But yeah, shout out Side Stage. We definitely needed that.
Well, they are the same price to book them.
I think,
yeah, they're both 500, and then maybe. I know like one or both of them has like a weekday rate of 400, so that might differ. But like for the weekend, for sure, it's the same.
Damn.
Which I would go Side Stage over Handsome Daughter, to be honest.
Handsome Daughter, the downfall of Handsome Daughter is I don't know if they still got that fried chicken place in there, but like half the time you go in there and then you leave smelling like fried chicken. I'm just like, fuck. But I do like their fried chicken. That was fire. But
I don't really get because they have like the sandwiches there, but I don't think it's like an overwhelming thing anymore.
Maybe they don't do the fried chicken anymore. Yeah. When I went in there, it was like working at KFC.
Okay,
like, it was like a layer of grease on me. I was just like, shit. This is just part of the vibe, though, I guess, Fuck it.
The fried chicken joint.
Yeah, the fried chicken joint. We got that shit in the back. That was crazy. But no, I love, man, I went to so many crazy shows at Handsome Daughter. Handsome Daughter is so sick. And like, I think they like made the stage bigger now too, which is crazy. And
I was thinking depending on the artist, it makes more sense to go to Handsome Daughter, like, especially for like punkier metal bands. Like it feels like a dingy room, and that's like what you want for that.
Definitely.
Like if you're mosh, like the Handsome Daughter's where you mosh.
I've seen some moshes at Handsome Daughter for sure. It's going wild.
Yeah.
Even like rap shows, I see some mosh bits at that fucking Handsome Daughter was way nutty. But even I think not the last Grip and Grain, but one of the Grip and Grains that was like my favorite was at Handsome Daughter. It was so sick. Just like, yeah, like having that small kind of like intimate place is just, so sick. I wish we actually had more venues though in Winnipeg. We got a good amount, but it would be nice to have.
There's basically like 4
it's
main
like
ones,
4 main ones that are kind of gone. I haven't seen any rap shows yet at Public Domain, but I'd like to go and check that out. But yeah, that side stage, Tap House, Park.
Oh yeah, Tap House would be 5.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of it, eh? Man. Yeah, we need at least one or 2 more would be nice, but. And then, kind of like we were saying, certain venues are very more leaning towards one genre. Like Tap House, I think, is kind of harder for rap shows. I think that's more of like a band kind of.
Yeah, I think people don't like your average like walk-in at the Tap House is
looking
not,
for a band.
Yeah,
not looking for the rap show. Yeah.
But that's something that like we don't really have at all. Hey, like a rap, or I guess like Bulldog kind of. I've literally never been there because I have not been inspired to go.
You're not missing out. Well, I guess, I don't know. Shout out Bulldog though. They're probably really nice and stuff.
We love Bulldog.
We love Bulldog. They've definitely tried. Like I think when I first saw when they did all the renovations and shit, like they really made the place look dope and stuff. But it's just I don't know, man. Too much of the exact same show being thrown there over and over again, and I think that just kind of hurts the place. And it's like a big venue too, so it's like you gotta really sell a good amount of tickets to make that dance floor look packed. But I don't know. I think it's probably cheap to rent, and the staff always seems chill and shit like that. But it's kind of just so far out of the way and like not really around anything, which kind of hurts it. But I don't know.
Well, it's all comes back to just like there's not going to be another venue if people aren't absolutely packing out the current ones, right?
Yeah.
So it's all we come back to where like, more people need to be going to shows, hit it up.
Yeah, definitely.
Because as soon as everything is selling out all the time, like there's going to be another venue.
It's I see a lot of people lining up and shit like that to go upstairs to King's Head.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick. I think I've only seen like one show there, and I was just like, "This is fire." But
King's Head is kind of a unique. It's a pretty unique spot in the city. They don't do original music for the most part.
It's only covers. They're only hiring like cover bands, like
basically, yeah. Like you can do if you're there as like an original band. They are expecting you to mostly hit the covers. Like, obviously you can do the OGs too, but it's kind of just like peppered in. Like, they're really wanting to, it's like more of like a club thing, where they're selling the King's Head. They're not trying to sell tickets to go see this band.
To go see a show, right? Yeah, and a lot of venues kind of rely on that, right? Like, we need you to bring in people, so that's why we're throwing so many shows and stuff. That's kind of interesting. I like King's Head though. King's Head,
it's fun,
good ass time, man. Yeah, definitely had some good nights there. The Exchange is just so sick in general. Do you party in the Exchange at all, or
not recently? I missed Nuit Blanche. I had a wedding Nuit Blanche.
Damn. Yo, I don't mean to throw shade on Nuit Blanche, but Nuit Blanche is kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of going downhill a little bit. Other than Little Brown Jug always throws a crazy ass party, but I just feel like the art was kind of going down. I don't know why. It's more when I went like back in the day and stuff like that, it felt like more art, and then now it feels like more just like take your picture in front of this thing. Like, it's like, oh, we got this room that's full of lights, and then just take your picture in front of it. It's less like, check out this fucking crazy sculpture that was made, or even just like, music partying.
That's
and
interesting.
Stuff too.
It's like, it seems like if they're like creating the space with the intention to take a picture of it, not to actually experience it.
One was just like, it was just trucks.
Made for Instagram.
Yeah. One was just like fucking like semi trucks, and like the door was open and there was just like a bunch of lights in there, and then people just lined up to go into the truck and take pictures. And I was like, is this art? Like, I don't know. I don't think this is an activity at this point. But yeah, I don't know. One time, and it is, also like the last time I went there, we were all just like kind of like looking around. We're like, all right, like where do we go? And then there was like a lineup. We were in the lineup. We fucking go into the store, and it's just a fucking gift shop. So it was like a bunch of people just lining up, thinking that they were going into like a place to see art. It was a fucking gift shop, and then everyone's like leaving out the back, and it was just like, I don't know, man. There needs to be a little more organization maybe there. Not to throw shade, but
no shade.
Yeah, no shade. Love Nuit Blanche. Love to do a Don't Cry Wolf event at Nuit Blanche. But I don't know. I remember like one time I went there, and it was like, went into, I can't remember what building it was, but it was just like a random ass building, and like each floor had like a fucking different like art installment and shit like that.
That's so sick.
And then they were like slanging wine and stuff like that. We went to this like top floor in the Exchange, and we saw a bunch of people like pop open the window and then crawl up the fire escape. And then I was pretty in my cup, so I was like, all right, boys, let's go. So then me and like two of my homies, we follow up these people, go up the fire exchange, and then we're on like top like roof chilling. We're like, wow, this is crazy, this is sick. And then we're kind of just like soaking it all in, and then we look around and we're like, oh damn, those other people left. And we're like, fuck, how long have we been up here? And we're like, oh man, I don't know. And so we start going down. First of all, it's like kind of rainy-ish, and so it's like hella slippery. There's like nothing underneath like the ladder, so like my buddy just like literally like slips and then catches himself. I like almost had a heart attack because I was just like, bro, that guy would have just been duns. And then we go to the window, and it's fucking locked, and the lights are off. And so it's like me and my two boys were just stuck on this fire escape, and we're just banging and banging, being like, oh, don't let it, like, I don't want to have to call the fire department to come get it. Like, that'd be so embarrassing shit. Thank God someone just came, opened another window. She was just bitching us out the whole entire time, but we were just so drunk. We were like, and just walked out. We're like, fuck, that sucked. But yeah, that could have been bad, but still a really fun time. We still talk about that time, that night. And we're like, wow, remember when you did that? That was fucked. Crazy. Yeah. We almost died at Nuit Blanche. Shit. Crazy. Well, yeah. What else, man? What else are you cooking?
I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna grab two things. I have a couple notes. And I'm also gonna grab a Zonic because you inspired me.
Buddy. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, yeah, yours.
All right, we're back.
You.
So I was wondering, you've only done featured local rappers so far, right? Or no?
Yeah. At the time, Ed Riley was in Toronto, but now he's back here.
Okay, yeah.
But and at the time, Wise and Fab was in Vancouver, but now he's back here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, they all originated from Winnipeg.
So yeah, is that the plan eventually, take this national?
Yeah, definitely. Right now I promote like a lot of artists like from different scenes in like Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary. But yeah, it's all about just like making those kind of connections and stuff. I definitely want to start, when throwing shows, like getting some of those acts out there.
That's big.
Bringing them in here, and then just like making more connections, because the Montreal scene for rap is insane right now. Like the underground rap scene, you have like Mike Shab, Trap Matt Savior, Muncie, I think is how you pronounce his name. A lot of like dope, just like even rappers that are just only French, which are so crazy. Yeah, that scene is super sick. I would love to kind of figure out how to get into that. And then out in Toronto, there's like it's called Fuck the Numbers, and they kind of do something similar to Don't Cry Wolf, except they mostly focus on just events, not necessarily like interviews and stuff, but they just have a really cool following, really dope scene and stuff like that. So would love to get some kind of collaboration just there and get our artists out there, get their artists over here, and
I was gonna say like, would you do some traveling to like interview or features?
So this year, the main goal is to just perfect the system that we're laying out right now, and focus on like local. And then next year, the main focus is branching out and like really trying to get those artists, throw some kind of event where I get bigger artists to come and perform. There's like Vancouver has a crazy artist named Paris, who's really popping. What's it called? Toronto has like a lot of dope artists. Quasi is like super sick. Would love to get him out. And just try to kind of build from there. And then even as we start branching off into like local fashion here, like try to figure out what's the scene over there for local fashion and what's like their skateboard scene and stuff. Like, I think that's kind of where I see Don't Cry Wolf going, is not necessarily just music, is just focusing on like the scenes and like propping them up. And because right now, with Canada, we're so attached to the States and stuff, and we're so attached to like their media and what's cool over there, but it's just because we don't have anything highlighting what's cool over here, and we don't inspire enough because there's not platforms to kind of like aspire to get on, right? So like their local scenes may struggle because of that. And it's like, if we figure out a formula that works and then can apply it to Montreal, Vancouver, and then just really build our own artists, like, I think we can do just so many cool things. And, look at some of the biggest artists in the world are from Canada, right? Like Drake, Weeknd, Justin Bieber, Tate McRae, like, we have that talent. There's not a huge difference between us and Montreal, so we just gotta like focus on like, Canada's cool. Like we're like the hipster country, we're like, we're just chilling, we're small, we survive in the cold, like we're like we do our own shit, right? It's just, I don't know, man. There's a lot of potential that I see for Canada. It's this untapped market. And even going back to like, just building like another scene and propping that up as much as Toronto's propped up. I think that would be just so sick to do that. And so first we're going to focus on Winnipeg, and then try to just, make connections somewhere else and go from there. And hopefully that's where like grants and stuff like that come in handy, and we can kind of go out and do that shit.
I think the multimedia approach that you have is like super crucial for that, for like building it's not just this one show, it's this whole ecosystem, and it's like something that people can tap into and be like, okay, this is where it's at,
straight. We don't have a lot of cool curation anymore. Like there's a lot of, I don't know, we get force fed like what's cool, like by these bigger brands, or like even discovering music. Like SoundCloud had like such an important part in like rap music, and then it kind of just got played out in a sense of like, oh, everyone's doing it. But it's like, if you can find like a creative way to keep it fresh and really promote artists, like it can work. So I think we'll figure that out, and we'll get a lot more artists coming through, a lot more bands and EDM and all that kind of shit, and just keep building. That's the goal.
Grants are gonna be big too. I was waiting to. I set the arbitrary number in my head as like, I'm not gonna reach out for grants until I hit 1,000 followers on Instagram, which we're like 5 away now.
Let's go. Shit! And we're gonna follow this guy.
Yeah.
Damn,
you could be number 1,000.
Yeah, come on now.
But Yeah, because I feel like if I'm asking for any amount of money, I need to have like pretty strong proof of like traction, like I'm consistency, you know, like I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna start doing that soon, and hopefully get something, because I think that's obviously it's huge for me to make the show better, but I think it is in the best interest of like everybody, basically, for like this to promote culture within the city. Like, it's huge.
Yeah, and Canada's good for the grants.
Yeah,
just sometimes it's like it's hard because like I know my struggle was figuring out where we fall in line, like, because I'm like, oh, it's not really like a grant specifically for what I'm doing. It's like, okay, it has to be kind of broad, and then you got to fall into terms.
There was
and shit
one.
like that.
There was one on, I think it was Arts Council.
Yeah, creative. Create. Yeah,
that might have been it.
That's the one I'm looking at right now too. Yeah, so trying to go with that, and yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting. I just wish like there was more opportunity, but we'll see. I don't know. If not, then we gotta figure out a different way, and then maybe that's making money off something else or whatever. But we'll figure it out. You gotta get some merch going too, man. You gotta make some fly ass merch.
I put with the Don't Cry Wolf hoodie. Shout out. I was like,
hey, $60.
Yeah. My band's doing merch right now. So we're figuring out, the process, and then I'll probably do the same thing for. You
gotta get some fly ass like yellow hoodies or something like that. Banana, like, come on,
We don't want to. No, we're not doing yellow because that's so much.
It's hard to rock yellow.
Yeah, yellow's like a tough color.
That's a tough one to match with.
Yeah, we got some dope logos that we just designed, or that we got designed.
Sick.
And it's gonna be good.
Dope. How do you find balancing being in a band and doing this?
Good question. I actually, so since starting this, kind of like related to what we were talking about before, of like having like multiple outlets.
Yeah.
I find like, because this is like a creative outlet, I'm like less, I'm not necessarily less inspired, but that might be part of it. But I just felt like before, like my band and my music was like, so that was like my thing.
Yeah.
And so I felt like this is my thing, so I got to do it. Like, this is without this thing, I don't have anything.
Yeah.
So, and then now I have another thing, so it also takes less pressure off that, which is nice. And I've definitely been doing my own music less, but when I do it, I'm like appreciating it more, enjoying it more.
Yeah.
And super excited with what's going on with the band. It's gonna be sick.
Nice. How long have you guys been in the band?
About 2.5 years now, but like 9 months of that I was abroad for a while, so it was like basically on hiatus for 9 months.
Oh, okay. Shit. And then do you guys, what's like the writing process? Like, do you guys have one writer? You guys all collaborate?
I'm the main writer. Our lead guitarist / bassist, because we're low-key, shout out, if you are a bassist, hit us up. We're looking for a bassist.
Oh shit.
So like on recordings, he's done lead guitar and bass, and then at first when we were performing, it was just us three, and he would do bass, and I would be both rhythm and lead, but I'm not really a lead guy, so like you really need that fourth member. And then since I got back from my trip, we had a bass player playing with us. Now he's in London, England. He shipped it out.
Shit.
So we need it. We need the bass.
Damn, bass player. Come on, roll through.
Yeah. But yeah, the process usually, like, so for the song we just recorded, I wrote it and then bring it to the band. And we were like kind of hemming and hawing over it for a while. We're like, is this a good song for the band? Because I also write a lot of like folk stuff. I write a lot of like I usually write on an acoustic guitar. And then you know, because that's my process, the way I write, like that generally leads itself to like less rocky songs, you know?
Yeah.
So then we got to figure out, okay, does this work within the group? Like, can we up the energy in a way? And so like this song, I wrote it like 2 years ago now. And now we're finally like, we played it live a couple times this past year. And even then it wasn't quite there. Our producer Riley added so much to it. Like we showed up and we had already sent him our demo.
Yeah.
And he already had like 6 synth layers.
Oh,
he's like,
shit.
oh, so
Nice,
he's like, we can do
nice.
this, we can do this. He's like, I'm thinking, because like the song's called Heard She's a Witch, and it's like kind of like, it's like spooky but funny. It's like,
Ooh, okay.
it's like kind of the idea is like, okay, it's like first it starts out as like kind of innocent, like witchy quote unquote behavior that, you know, you'll see from
this
people.
goes into astronomy and shit.
So it starts out like that, but then it gets like crazy, like, oh, but now she's like drinking blood and she's talking to Satan.
Now she's making potions and shit.
Like Riley added a bunch of like eerie synth stuff, and like even just in the recording process, like he has like a very strong ear for like just like hooks and like catchy guitar bits. So yeah, he added so much. And 50-hour recording day, and then we came back for another session that was like 8 hours, and that's basically a wrap. He'll mix it up, we'll send it off to another guy to master, and that'll be it.
Fire.
Yeah.
When being a band, are you guys like, do you guys focus more on like the hooks or a verse, or like what is like the writing process for like? It must be different than like rappers. Rappers, I feel like you kind of, most people maybe start with the hook and then kind of go with the bars and shit like that. Is that kind of the same with bands or what?
I guess it's kind of just like when you're writing like something from scratch, you're just trying to write something. And then once you write it, you can kind of hear, okay, this sounds like a chorus or this sounds like a verse.
Okay, yeah.
I was talking to Show Pony, one of my favorite bands in the city. They're sick. But they're saying their song Lightning, initially the chorus was supposed to be, or the verse that is on the final song was supposed to be the chorus.
Oh, shit.
And they brought it to the producer, and they were like, he's like, no, this isn't chorus enough. He's like, this is the verse, and you need to write something else that's even more catchier, even more chorusy.
Yeah.
And they did, and then it's like clearly the chorus.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't even hear it any other way.
Yeah.
So it's very malleable like that, I suppose.
I love that. Yeah. Now you have for like a lot of the newer rappers, they do a lot of like freestyling and punching in, and then they just kind of go like, all right, this is the most catchiest freestyle part, and then we're gonna take that and then loop it and like make that the hook, and then those bars.
I that is dope. I do not have that skill. I cannot.
I guess bands aren't just like, do you go in there and like hum like melodies and stuff, or I guess maybe
we would have the song written
before you're going in
the studio. Yeah. Like I would write, like the lyrics are done usually early. It's basically will be done if I bring it to the band. And then as a band, we figure out like more structural things. Obviously, like everyone on their instruments, like Shelby, our drummer's coming with the drums for it.
So now he's just like hitting the drums, trying to think of like
trying to figure out the groove.
Yeah.
But we're all very good at like hearing other parts, or like, I mean, Shelby's definitely the best for the drums. Like there's not many notes we can give him, but then like Shelby will sometimes be like, okay, like what if we try this on guitar? Like you like, we have enough understanding of each other's instruments to say, okay, what if we try this? What if we try that? And ultimately, like we're all just like so tight and such, like we're all like literally best friends. So it's like there's very little like butting heads on anything, and we also have good ears for like what's good. Like I trust like we know what's dope. So when someone says, okay, let's try this, and then we try it, and then it's usually a consensus of like either this works or it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know.
Damn. That is, it sounds hard. Like being with
hard,
like, balancing all these ideas off, you know, people and trying to get everything together. Like even when I started out like making music and shit like that, I was in a group. And I found working in a group so sick. It was like so dope. But like then it's like I think the main thing with the group is like we're also all individual artists. So then we kind of have our own ideas of like what to do as an individual artist and how to market ourselves. Do you guys clash ever on that kind of aspect of like
like image
and like branding? Our image, our sound, we actually got to be making more music like this or that's this sound or something like that, you know? Like
it's not like a major clash, but there will be like I guess it's more like, okay, like one of us might have like opposing views going into a discussion about that. Where we're like, okay, I think this should be, or especially with like release strategy, like we were going to do an album as our first project, and we decided on the EP, and that was like several long conversations to get to that idea. We're like, okay, but wait, we want the album. The album is so dope.
That was always sick.
But the album is going to take so long. It takes so much money. And then if we're doing the album, well, we have all these songs that are like kind of in like disparate sounds. Like what do we put on there? And we ended up agreeing that the EP with like more upbeat, rockier tracks makes sense right now. Because we have these like more chiller songs that would be like album cuts.
Nice.
And that'll be, probably like the EP, like we have like 5 songs or 6 songs that kind of sound a certain way.
Yeah.
And then album will probably be like more chill when we get there.
Nice.
But, or not necessarily more chill, but like yes, more chill, but not like chill out.
Yeah.
But just like less like,
upbeat, because you got the upbeats for the EP.
I mean, it would still be upbeat, but I guess it's more like the sound of like, we have like almost like some punk energy on the EP.
Oh, what the hell? Okay, this sounds sick.
Which I think that's mostly gonna be out on the album. Which I mean, half the album, since we're filing this EP and it's not gonna be on the album anymore, half the album isn't written.
Yeah,
but when we get there, I think.
So you're not gonna put whatever's on the EP on the album.
Right. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which that was another question.
Yeah. It's like, do you just add the songs? It's like almost like a bonus, like deluxe edition kind of deal.
Because one thing we always go back on is like, okay, but like these songs in the EP are so dope. Like we're not gonna put them on the album. And then, Shelby and I especially were pushing we just got to write more dope shit then.
Yeah, you just got
like that's the incentive.
Yeah,
right?
Like, just keep it going.
Yeah,
keep the creative juices flowing.
Yeah,
shit. Dude, you guys don't want to do singles at all?
Well, we are like Hershey's Witch will be a single, and then we'll have one more single, and then those 2 plus the 2 that are already out. Or maybe we might do just Hershey's a Witch and then drop the EP.
And then drop it
because it'll be 6 tracks plus 1 interlude. So that would make it 3 songs as singles, and then the rest it all comes together.
Nice. Are you guys gonna do a music video? I feel like bands don't do music videos nearly as much as rappers. That's a really
good question that came up because it is kind of old school now, right?
To do the
music video, like the promotional meta is clips.
Yeah,
like music video clips, right? You do like, right? It's better to have, 30-second music videos for each track, than one music video for one track.
Yeah, or you do multiple for the one song. Yeah. Interesting. So is that the route you guys are gonna go? That's probably what we're gonna do. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, it is sick. It's always just the artist in that's always like, fuck.
Yeah, like for Hershey's a Witch, it's like so thematic and so like story based. And I'm like, this video would go so hard.
There's so much possibility. But it would need
like to do it right, like how I was envisioning it.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking like there's like some like Salem-y, like witch trial like lyrics in there.
Fuck yeah.
I'm like, what if this is like modern times, but then it turns into like a period thing all of a sudden.
Okay,
I'm like, but this would be like $10,000. Like we can't.
That's always the problem, man. Yeah, you can think of the craziest video, and they're like, oh wait, that costs a lot of money. Shit.
So, yeah, just keep it simple, clips, and that plus like we did a awesome photo shoot with my very good friend, our drummer's girlfriend Shelby, or drummer is Shelby.
Shelby's
the girlfriend Michelle.
Michelle.
She works in the Exchange. Huge, like amazing photographer.
Yeah, crazy.
So, yeah, we got a bunch of sick shots, and yeah, we got logos. It's happening. It's coming together.
It is going.
Hyped, yeah,
I like it. Is who's like a band that you think has just like crazy promotion in general? Like they're on top of it. Like they drop like the dopest video clips, and their promotion game is just sick. Because I think that's where rappers are pretty crazy at it. I don't see, at least the bands that I'm following, I don't see like a lot of like the promotion.
I think like locally, Show Pony is quite good. We mentioned them. Because they're also, I forget who shoots now. Is it? I'm not gonna. One of the three is like a videographer, so they have like a very clear, like defined aesthetic, which is really cool.
That's key.
And otherwise, Jaywood is sick. You know Jaywood?
Yeah. Man, I want to interview Jaywood so bad. Yeah. I saw him live at where was it? Breakout Northwest or some shit like that one time, like a long time ago in Toronto. I was like, oh wow, this guy's sick. But yeah. And I follow him, and his promotion is just
so
crazy.
He has like a very, again, like clearly defined aesthetic, and he's on top of it. Which I think that's really the key, right? Like all your videos should kind of have like a certain vibe, right? And like all your posts should have like a certain way. Like when you go to the page, it's like clearly like this is its own thing.
The aesthetic of the band and everything. Yeah, that's key, man. Yeah, branding is just so key as an artist. It's sometimes I feel like it gets snoozed on. I saw I don't know if you're familiar with this one band called what do they call it? Love Letter? Love Letters, bands? Yeah, Love Letters.
Love them, yeah.
I saw them, man, live, and they did this cover to New Slave by Kanye West. And it was like,
oh really? I haven't seen them do that one. That's crazy. It was
nuts, bro. The whole place, they tore it up. It was in Goodwill.
Yeah.
And their whole that whole set was nutty. Their lead singer or whatever just has so much charisma. It was crazy. Dude, yeah. And they had a crazy video too. It had some sick
2000
promotion.
Matching tattoos.
That one was sick. Yeah. I saw that one. And then there was one before where they're like on an escalator or some shit like that. I can't remember now. But yeah, I just remember it was fire. It definitely like caught my eye. Yeah. That's like a band that I've like, oh shit. Like they're on it when it comes to like promotion and stuff. But yeah. Is there like rappers that you see that are like locally that are like, you're like, damn, those people are doing it or what?
Max Wins.
Great at promotion.
Yeah.
Great branding.
He's huge on that.
So sick.
He has such a unique aesthetic as a person. Like all of his tats are like so immediately like
it's like, dude, you need to be famous. If I've ever met a guy that needs to be famous, it's like you got it. Yeah.
So it's like, if he pops up in your feed, like you know who that is.
Yeah, right? It's eye catching.
There's no thing in that dude's somebody else.
Straight.
Yeah. Anyway. Which I think as an individual artist, like you as a person carry more of the brand, right?
Yeah, I love that.
Whereas like as a band, that like image aspect is still there, but it's more so in like the visual aesthetic, I think, you know?
Yes, wow, because like that's even a thing, right? Like as a band, you got to be like, everyone's got to kind of, well, like what if your bandmates just have like way different swag than you or something like that. Like that's dude, like,
and I've seen that too. It's a hard.
The one kid like on drums just standing out because he's just wears all gothic like attire, and everyone else is like clean cut or something. I don't know.
And that is a consideration where like because us three have very complimentary like
because your homies
fashion and styles and whatever like. We look like a band and it makes sense.
Yeah.
And so when we're thinking about like getting our fourth person in, it's like, okay, like we're kind of on the wavelength, like us three is like so solid that like it needs to be the perfect fit or it doesn't make sense to do. Like we would track it and just like have bass just playing through the PA before we would get like not the perfect vibe of a bass player, you know?
Yeah. I mean? You can't just have like a 50-year-old bass player then all of a sudden come in. It's just like, whoa, this guy looks way different than us. Yeah. Shit, eh? Yeah, a lot goes into being in a band. And I feel like, just like any kind of like clashing and stuff. There's just more room for like, you got to bounce ideas off and stuff. But if you guys find that perfect chemistry, that's so sick. Yeah. That's what makes a band probably, right? So, damn.
Are you still cooking on the music at all?
I have like so much music like in the vault, and then like I made like an album. Me and Ruiz, shout out Ruiz again. He cooked up an album for me, like recorded it and everything, and then I got a bunch of local producers, some crazy features from the city on it, and it's super sick. I love it, but like I made it back in like I probably started making it 2021. So then it's like, fuck. A lot of the songs are really old and I've been listening to them. A lot of them still hold up though. That's the thing. And like I could drop it, but then it's like, it's the battle between do I drop it and then I don't have the time and the energy to properly promote it because I'm doing so much Don't Cry Wolf stuff, or like do I just kind of put it out and then it does nothing because I didn't promote it and stuff. But it's almost at the point where right now it's like, if I can just drop the tape, do one song and shoot a quick music video for it, I think I'd be happy because it almost needs to just get out there. I kind of like made it with like the idea that it was going to be like my last like rap project. And because I started out very heavy rap, and then when I started doing like my solo stuff, I like went heavy into like auto-tune, singing. I had like a whole idea with like 3 tapes. Like one was like acoustic trap auto-tune. The second one was like all pop auto-tune. And then the third one was all like synthwave auto-tune. And so I had all that, and like that took up like forever and stuff. And then I just couldn't finish all the projects in time. And so I only got to really release 2 kind of half-ass. And then I was like, all right, if I'm coming back, it's just got to be no auto-tune, just bars, get out everything that I need to get out, and just really leave my mark and just show like why I know what I'm talking about, and just like be confident. Like, yeah, I do this as well, or I went through a lot of this shit and I am about just like, making music and being an artist. So yeah, we might get something out soon. I don't know. We'll see.
But I'm generally team put it out as soon as you can, as long as it's fire.
Yeah.
Like you don't like. I would worry less about the promotion if it's between like dropping it and not dropping it. You know what I mean? Like if the product is done and you like it and it sounds how you want it to sound. Like, I think it's healthy to like get it out there, and then it's like you can move on. Almost,
that's the thing. It's like, and even now it's like I can't, like my homies are like, but you gotta get back in the studio and cook up, and it's like I can't even, like, because that's still on my mind. Exactly. It's like I gotta get that out, and just like with Don't Cry Wolf, it's just this takes up so much of my time and energy, and it's just like I can't even think of like being an artist or making music at this point.
Well, then Don't Cry Wolf also like obviously cross promotes very well for that, right? Like even just on your stream that you're cooking up, like that's probably promotion enough, right? Like,
yeah. I always knew though when I first was making Don't Cry Wolf, I'm like, I don't want to make it like a platform that's promoting myself too much. And even like when I was talking to Ruiz, I was like, yeah, I'll drop it. And then I'm like, I'm probably not even going to promote it on Don't Cry Wolf. I'll just promote it on like my own personal. And he's like, what? No, you got to promote it on Don't Cry Wolf. And I'm like, I don't know. You know, it's just.
I think you can get away with it for sure. I think it's like you don't lean like because like you're probably posting like a couple times a week, right? For the project, like on your. Do you have like a rap account?
Yeah.
What is it? Shout it up.
It's Die Cute.
Huge.
Sick. Yeah.
So yeah, you're not gonna cross post everything, but like, you know, hit it with a repost once in a while. Like it's,
I gotta do it. I just gotta get more inspired again because it's like I almost lost it, and so I gotta just tap in. And it's like as soon as I get this Don't Cry Wolf TV out and like accomplish that. It's like, all right, I'll have some time to kind of like get back into the music and focus on that. And now we're doing sessions at Control Space, Shadow Control Space. So we're going to be doing like monthly sessions there, studio time and cooking up. And so I think that will just inspire me too. And we've had No Safety and VCon, who goes by Pope now, in the studio. And they've been cooking up, and they're like crazy young cats who are just like, so sick at freestyling, so like just so talented that it's like definitely giving me a little bit of an itch. I can kind of feel it. I'm like, ooh, it'd be nice to kind of get back on something. But it's also like, I'm like, fuck man, I'm like 33 now, so it's also just doesn't feel like can't really rap about the same shit anymore, you know. I'm like, I got a wife, got a house, got a dog. Like,
that's cool though. Like one of my favorite Jay-Z albums was the most recent one. Yeah, for the old man rap, dude.
The maturity rap, you know. But I'm just so good with that ignorant, like chilling with some bitches, drinking, turning up kind of shit, you know. It's like, fuck, I don't really live that as much anymore. But yeah, I definitely try to challenge myself, and once in a while, like, I'll catch myself like coming up with some like sick bars. I'm like, okay, I still have it. But it'll be interesting. I have to, like, no matter what, there will be some music dropped this year for sure. Cause again, this year is just kind of like the year that I go hard on like everything. So I'm definitely going to do something, but I'm kind of just waiting for, I don't know, just a little bit of creative inspiration when it comes to the music. I have a lot of creative inspiration right now when it comes to just Don't Cry Wolf and the business and pushing that. And it's like, I know I just have to keep tapping into that and focusing on that. And, but as soon as I do have kind of time, I'll get into the music for sure.
Huge.
Yeah. It'll be sick. I'll send you some stuff here when I did.
Yes, sir. Please. Yeah.
And I gotta hear some of your shit now. Yeah, I gotta download it.
Yeah.
It'll be sick. But yeah, is there any other kind of like rappers that you kind of tune into or what? Locally, I saw you did an interview with Quay.
Yes, yeah. He's sick.
Crazy.
He's great.
So sick.
Yeah.
He's definitely like one of my favorite up and coming artists. I'd say like him and Sleepy Zay, I think are like top dogs like right now. They're like really crushing it. Both have crazy visuals. Both have like just crazy performances. Performing wise, they're nuts. They were on Underground Sound 3 and that we threw, which was kind of like a festival kind of style. What I did is I got 12 artists because I'm like, I want like all these fire like artists and stuff, but I'm like, how can I like those would be long sets, but I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna give each artist 5-minute sets, do a little like TikTok brain kind of shit. And so each artist only got like, you know, 2 songs, but then they're like in and out, and then we just kept flipping them.
That is cool.
Had little breaks, and then the 2 main headliners had 15-minute sets. So I was able to get like just like a bunch of people. But for those, Quay Cobain made work of those 5 minutes. Sleepy Zay made work of those 5 minutes, and they just crushed it. And Yeah, they're killer. Quay has his album that he just dropped.
Yeah.
It's probably, I would say,
got some heaters on that album.
It would say like, yeah, that's like album of the year for me, just because the creativity, man, that one song Jaded is just so, there's a lot of just like creativity.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I'm really appreciating about Winnipeg is, you know, with the underground scene, no, I shouldn't say underground scene, but like maybe just music in general in Toronto tends to kind of have maybe one sound, or like all the rappers are doing this kind of sound, the Drake or the Party Next Door or whatever, because that's what works. Winnipeg is so unique. Like, there's no artist that's in the mainstream right now that sounds like Quay Cobain. There's no artist in the mainstream right now that sounds like Santa Clara. There's no artist that sounds like Post. Even Max. Max has like such a unique flow that's so sick, because he'll like be rapping and then he leaves these little spaces for his like, oh yeah, or like whatever, and it's just like, it's such a cool flow that he can just put on so many different types of sounds, which is so sick. Ed Riley too, just so unique. Yeah, there's every single artist. Even Sandman. Sandman is so unique.
So I was gonna bring up Sandman also for the visual, for the promotion. Like, that's
he's got his
brand
locked in for sure.
And like, universal aesthetic, and him. Have you seen him perform?
Yeah, he was on Underground Sound as well.
Oh, he was. Yes. Yeah. Was he solo, or do you have the band?
Solo.
Okay.
But I've also seen him in a band. I saw him perform for Festival de Voyageur, and fuck, it was nuts. He did whatever that song is, like, tonight. What the fuck is it? I'm probably killing it. We are young.
Okay, that's what I thought you were singing. We're like, that's not his song.
No, but sorry, he did that cover, like a cover of that song, and I was like, oh shit! Like the whole crowd was going off. Like that was, it was in the tent, and that whole tent was just like bumping to that shit. So that was crazy. Shout out to him. Yeah,
I love Tomsy and Dempsey as well. I have yet to listen to the new project. They got a project with Cams.
Yeah, C Cams. Shout out C Cams. I just had him on. I had him, Quay Cobain, Pope, and Deloki on top 4. So we brought back, because I started with top 5. So I'm like, let me do this shit again just to see if I can still do it. And got top 4 up and coming artists. And holy shit, yeah, those guys are all super talented. Tomsy and their whole crew, I met them at Underground, and they're killing it, and like they're appearing on a lot of streams and stuff like that, which is sick. And they have a cool image. I saw that they just did a halftime show for like a basketball game or something like that at UW. So sick. Yeah, they're killing it, man. And Quay did the halftime for Sea Bears, so that's fire too. Shout out.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's big.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of cool shit happening in the city, man, for sure. Man, I feel like bands gotta get on some of that though. Like, I'd like to see a band perform at the halftime show for Sea Bears.
Yeah, well, I saw recently Neighbor Andy was at the Jets.
Neighbor Andy is nuts.
Yeah,
bro. What is their secret? What is their sauce? Like, I don't know. I haven't like checked out their shit too much, but like everybody at Joey like fucks with Neighbor Andy like so hard.
They got a huge following in the city.
They just like what's like their sound? Like, if you had to describe their sound.
Well, actually, I was talking about this with Sandman. He said we came up with Prairie Indie.
Prairie Indie.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's fire. You got to trademark that. That sounds sick. Damn. Okay. All right. Yeah, I kind of have a image of what that is. Shit. Yeah, I feel like they just, no matter what, they just sell out and crush it.
Yeah.
You know, there was a band I think out of, I almost want to say Saskatchewan. It's called like Sheepdogs or something like that.
Oh yeah. they're crazy.
They remind me almost of like a Neighbor Andy in the sense like they had so much buzz going on.
They're like prairie,
like
classic rock.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. The prairie's got the vibes going. Are they still killing it? Are they still doing big things? Okay.
They're coming here soon, in like a couple months maybe. I don't know. I've seen them a few times. I should listen to their new album because I haven't heard it.
Really?
I wonder if they're still gas.
Yeah, I hope so.
They're great live. They are super tight. Awesome.
I went to a show that they did live at like Garrick. I got free tickets to it, and then I was like, "This is." It was like
that would have been a while ago.
It was sold out. Yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah,
because that I saw them at the Burt like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Oh, this is like probably like 20. I want to say like 2015 or something like that. 2014 maybe. Yeah, it was a while ago. But yeah, they're a killer. They're a good band. But yeah, no, I still haven't actually seen Neighbor Andy live. Would like to though. But yeah, who opens for Neighbor Andy?
Do they get
a lot of like local bands to kind of just open for them and stuff?
They'll rotate. The last.
Actually, you know what? I think Big Loser, actually, the band that my homie was in, opened for them for their last show. Could be wrong, but that sounds about right.
Well, I don't see them. Okay, this was the last one they did. That was like not a festival. They did New Year's at the park, which I think they've been doing that for a few years now. That's like
that's a go-to. Yeah. Like, ooh, that'd be a sick show. Eh?
And yeah, I forget. I wasn't there, so I forget who opened, but. Yeah, if they're doing like their own show in the city, it'll be local openers. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Is there besides like Neighbor Andy, like what's a band that you think just crushes it live?
There's actually so many.
Oh yeah.
Holy Void, I'm a huge fan of. They're like, I want to say like alt metal, but I know they don't describe them like that. I forget what they say they are. But I get like alt metal, gothic metal.
Oh shit! Okay.
Like, a lot of like religious imagery in the lyrics, and they got like a violin player that's like electric violin through like an insane set of pedals and just like creating like droney sounds. It's fucking sick.
Shit, that does so far.
And then Show Pony again is unreal. William Prince is like probably the best act in the city, but he's like beyond. He's like so sick that he's like beyond local. Basically, he only does like a show a year.
Okay,
because he's like international.
William Prince. Yeah. Okay, I gotta check this out. You gotta just send me a list of people to check out, bro. Yeah. Actually, you gotta make me a playlist. I think. Yeah. Just make me a nice playlist.
You know what? I should do that as just like a thing. I should just put out a public playlist of like
you should. Yeah. Don't Grow Wolf does a lot of we call them mix lists. So I try to do a thing where it's combination of a mixtape and a playlist, and I just take like the best underground rap that I've heard and just make it sound like it's like a cohesive project, and I just make it like smaller. Like playlists are usually like fucking like 20 songs or something like that, but this is like 8 songs tops, and it's just fucking cohesive project of just
that's like, dope.
These are the songs that you definitely need to check out. So definitely do that. You should even do like we do new releases for like rap music. I gotta get more on top of it, but we do that pretty steady. You should definitely be doing that. Some new releases for bands and shit. But
well, often guests will come on as like part of the release. Like that's kind of what I've been doing for the last like few months when I'm booking you artists. I'm like, we could do this soon, or like if you have a project this year,
if you have
like,
a song
time
coming out,
you know.
Yeah, that's what we try to do with our podcast as well. Yeah.
The thing is too, like now that I'm like expanding more, not just local, that it's funny. Like I went back and forth. Like right when I started the podcast, I was like, oh, this is gonna be so sick. We're gonna start local and then eventually get touring bands.
Yeah.
And then like a month in, I'm like, wait, the local talent is actually so fucking insane that this could just be local.
Local, yeah.
And then I went back on that like a few months later after I was interviewing a lot of people. I'm like, actually, like, is it gonna be that exciting to just do local? Like, I just felt for me, I would just have a lot more fun doing touring bands as well.
Yeah.
But while it was focused on local, I had more of like a community vision or like a curation thing where I'm like, okay, like I was doing like single of the week and stuff on Instagram and YouTube where I was
love
like
single
saying
of the
like,
week. Keep that going. I love that shit.
That's the thing though. I don't think I will. Like I already stopped it like almost 2 months ago now because I was like, it just didn't make sense to commit so heavily to local as the brand. Like I had one clip on Instagram that popped off like globally. It got like 150,000 views and I got like 100 followers from like outside of Canada.
Nice.
And so then I'm like, well, it doesn't make sense to flood the page with like exclusively local. Yeah. In that sense, like if since we're trying to make it more of a bigger thing, like you just keep music in broad as the niche instead of specifically Winnipeg music.
That's true.
And I think there's benefits to both ways. Like if you commit super hard to local and like community, like that is going to create opportunities that you wouldn't get if you're doing more broad.
Because you have touring bands that are coming through that are not from Canada, right?
Yeah.
That you're interviewing and stuff. Yeah. Okay, yeah. No, that makes sense then.
So yeah, that's what I ultimately decided was like more exciting. And then like I'm really excited for eventually we'll get to a certain level where I can start like traveling to like festivals and like do shit, like work with the festivals, like do media and stuff there.
Media interviews. Yeah.
So I'm doing one for Festival this month, interview at Festival, which
really?
is super, super sick.
Let's go.
And then, like that's where it starts. So I'm hoping for Folk Fest this year if we can get like
Folk Fest, Country Fest.
It's pretty easy just to be like, hey, like I want to interview this band that's here for the festival. Yeah. Like, do you have a space we can record, right? Because it's at, we don't want to all have to go to my place from fucking Birdsville Park. Like if it's at the festival, it's so much easier. Yeah. And it's decent promo for the festival as well. Yeah. So I'm sure we can figure something out. That'll be fun.
Sick.
But then if I'm like traveling to say like Osheaga or something, that's not really feasible unless I can like have like a stronger like a free ticket.
You get a media pass kind of deal. Yeah.
Like work with them more directly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a dream, right? Just trying to get that kind of shit going and stuff like that. Yeah. Love to go to Rolling Loud for rap and shit like that. And stuff. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, I don't know, man. We just got to keep going. I think that's the thing. And just collaborating too is dope. And like, just even thanks for having me here, man. And like,
bro.
The cross platform is it's needed because the scene is just so talented and all the genres of music, bro. Like, it's nutty. And the more that we give these artists just opportunities to show themselves off and stuff like that, it only benefits us and it benefits them, right? So, it'll be dope.
Yes, sir.
See it.
Anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
I guess stay tuned for that top 4 episode. Stay tuned for Don't Cry Wolf TV. It's going to be streaming all the time. So whenever you're just getting ready for work, eating your
that's a huge breakfast play.
Yeah, man. Yeah, if I'm eating some mini wheats or waffles in the morning, you don't know what to watch, bro, just toss on Don't Cry Wolf TV. We're going to have some crazy shit in the morning. The main show will always be premiering at 7:00 every night, and then we have a crazy late night show that is hosted by Coven Kessner and Term that premieres after. And then throughout the night and stuff like that, we'll have Don't Cry Wolf Radio going, playing some bangers and beats and shit like that. And we're gonna just be promoting a lot of music, a lot of different content across Canada and shit. You'll find In the Zone on there as well.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot. And yeah, I'm excited for everyone to see the new platform for Don't Cry Wolf, because we did a little flip on our podcast now. We're taking it back to more of the MuchMusic vibe. So our next episode is us interviewing Three-Peat with a special musical guest, Fiji. And it's a crazy show. So I'm excited for everyone to check that out. But yeah, man, that's about it.
Let's go.
Shit. Thanks for having me, bro.
Peace. Thank you so much for watching this episode of In the Zone. If you're on YouTube, you can like the video and subscribe to support the show. If you're on another podcast platform, give us 5 stars, give us a follow, do what you can. Just throw me a freaking bone here, okay? I'm busting my ass day and night to make a good podcast just for you. So please do what you can. I appreciate it. While you're at it, go over to Instagram at inthezone.wpg and give that a follow if you haven't already. Thank you so much. You're the best. Love you lots. See you next time.